Good morning from the Protoss newsroom. The date today is Monday the 21st of December, and you're listening to the Protoss Daily. These are the main headlines this morning. Hackers have leaked personal data belonging to more than 270,000 Ledger users to an online forum. Dogecoin's value increased by 25% over the weekend, following yet another tweet by Elon Musk. And Warp Finance has confirmed that it will return 75% of the nearly $8 million in user funds stolen last week. At the time of publication, Bitcoin is trading at $22,300, down nearly 5.5% in the past day, having set its new all-time high of $24,122 last Friday. Litecoin, which has been the best top 10 performer in the past week, gaining 29%, has also seen a correction of 12.3% to the price of $103. French crypto wallet manufacturer Ledger is under fire after hackers leaked the personal information of 270,000 of its customers to an online hacking community overnight. While all funds kept on Ledger devices remained secure, the incident puts users in a tight spot. Obvious privacy breaches aside, having their names, phone numbers, and physical mailing addresses online puts them at potential risk of targeted fraud and social engineering attacks. Over 1 million additional email addresses were also reportedly leaked. Ledger disclosed that sensitive data had been stolen back in July. However, at the time reported, less than 10,000 customers had been affected. Ledger has again apologised for the incident and says it's working with authorities to help track the culprits. Since then, Ledger users have frequently shared evidence of SMS and email harassment from would-be cybercriminals posing as Ledger staff, who've tried to lure them into giving up their seed phrases or clicking dodgy links. The idea being that anyone who buys a Ledger simply must be loaded with digital cash that's ripe for the taking. There's also reports, while uncorroborated, that indicate Ledger's treasure trove of data was sold for up to $60,000 before the whole thing was uploaded for free, signalling just how valuable Ledger's data could be for fraudsters. So, if you've bought one of Ledger's devices, we suggest you take extra caution when opening emails from Ledger, or anyone else for that matter. Changing your phone number and email addresses would also be a good idea, however frustrating it may be. Not content with blasting rockets, cars, and an assortment of other weird shit into space, this weekend Elon Musk did the same for his favourite cryptocurrency. Dogecoin saw its price soar by 25% on Sunday, after the tech billionaire mentioned the one-time crypto parody in a series of Bitcoin-bashing tweets. Musk got the ball rolling on his latest trollfest on Sunday, tweeting that Bitcoin is his safe word, before seemingly doing a complete 180 and branding the world's #1 crypto almost as bullshit as fiat. He then followed up with a tweet that read simply, one word, Doge. The single mention saw the coin's value pump 17% almost instantly, reaching gains of nearly 25% a few hours later before falling back to about 15%. This isn't the first time Musk has spoken about Dogecoin. In July, he shared an image of a huge dust cloud containing the head of Doge's canine mascot, engulfing the global financial system, accompanied by the words, "It's inevitable." Musk's dust cloud meme saw Dogecoin's price jump by 14%. Alongside Doge's latest Musk pump, Bitcoin broke $24,000 to reach a new all-time high, causing some pundits to link the new record to Musk's tweets. However, there's little to suggest that this is the case. Dogecoin was founded in 2014, originally as a parody of Bitcoin, but has attracted cult status after sponsoring the Jamaican bobsled team back in 2014. Still, Not only is Dogecoin a common asset today, but its market value tops $600 million, making it a bigger deal than DeFi favourites SushiSwap and MakerDAO. With Bitcoin now firmly in uncharted territory, Wall Street's JP Morgan has warned of a potential price correction of up to 40% if institutional demand for the cryptocurrency slows down significantly. In particular, JP Morgan's analysts noted that industry favourite Grayscale might be carrying much of Bitcoin's momentum on its shoulders, having calculated that around $1 billion per month is currently flowing into its Bitcoin trust. If these flows and others like it significantly drop, the bank says it boosts the risk of a major Bitcoin correction, echoing the second half of 2019. When Bitcoin gradually fell 40% from its yearly high of $12,000 to around $7,000. Bitcoin would go on to close the year around 100% up, but if a similar correction were to happen from here, it would put Bitcoin around $14,500, which is also around twice its price at the start of 2020. Grayscale's wanton Bitcoin buying aside, there certainly has been a steady flow of demand from what you'd call institutional players, giving credence to JP Morgan's concern. Jack Dorsey's fintech play Square set aside 1% of its assets for Bitcoin earlier this year, while life insurance giant MassMutual readied to invest in a bid to diversify its portfolio. Not to mention, the Nasdaq-listed business intelligence unit, MicroStrategy's Bitcoin balance sheet, has grown by more than $1.3 billion since August. Fledgling lending project Warp Finance says it's now able to return 3/4 of the near $8 million worth of user funds that was stolen last week. Its dev team says that affected users will soon receive tokens that work like IOUs, allowing them to claim at least some of their funds back in either Ethereum or crypto-backed stablecoin DAI via Uniswap. Much like the other DeFi platforms that have been raided this year, Warp's hackers made off with millions by exploiting design flaws to trigger a complicated web of flash loans that leaves lenders out of pocket and lets lendees disappear with effectively free crypto. Warp Finance thanked members of the Ethereum community, as well as a group of white hat hackers, for help in recovering the millions, which they say is made up of the initial collateral put up before the attack. They also promised to distribute additional tokens in a bid to make up for the remainder of the stolen cash, and affected users should follow Warp Finance's official channels for more information. Some US-based traders may be forced to dox themselves when moving crypto from their exchange to their wallet, if recently proposed Know Your Customer laws come into effect. The laws, proposed by the US Financial Crimes Enforcement Network, call for sterner regulation around withdrawals of more than $3,000 to external wallets. Transactions of more than $10,000 would also have to be reported to FinCEN, and both would require the collection of detailed information, including names and physical addresses. The move, which has been designed to crack down on money laundering, has however been met with fierce opposition from those who claim that it constitutes an attack on privacy and even undermines blockchain's key tenets on decentralization and self-regulation. If FinCEN's rules go through, they would force the crypto industry to operate similarly to the traditional banking sector. The proposals also come just weeks after the French government pushed the mandatory KYC rules for all crypto transactions in a self-described effort to combat the use of digital currency in funding terrorism overseas. FinCEN has now opened channels for 15 days to field feedback on its proposed rules. Thank you for listening. To stay up to date with the latest from the world of crypto, make sure you subscribe to the Protoss Daily on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and all other major podcast providers.